Hey guys, welcome back to the Draft League, the Mega Colosseum Association. This week, Commander and Conquer is taking on EmperorAry, coach of the PC Emperors. Just like last time, you can see his team off to the side there. A pretty scary lineup. You know, Iron Valiant Zarud, Terra Captain Zarud, that is. Thunderous, very hard things to survive. And then, of course, with a Glow King, Aloma Mola, and Glaceon that are just really hard for us to break through. So, starting off for this week, we have our Telethia with a Choice Scarf, just hoping to outspeed that Valiant, even with a booster speed. Uh, we do barely outspeed if we're max speed, so we do have that. With U-Turn, Bleak Wind, Focus Blast, and Weather Ball to go off of the snow from our Alolan Ninetales, which I will show off in a second. Really, Telethia is just made to do the usual Telethia things. Get in, hit hard, get out with U-Turn, abuse Regenerator, and be cool. And of course, our Weather Ball is supported by Miyabi, the Alolan Ninetales, holding a Light Clay this week so we can get even more time out of that Aurora Veil. Baton Pass for some nice switching, and then Freeze Dry and Moonblast, which hit most of Emperor's team super effective. No speed creeping on Ninetales this week. I just need it to be as bulky as possible with HP, and just outspeed what it needs to. Next, we have our Razor Jin with an Expert Belt with a special focus build this week with Focus Blast, Psychic Noise, Hyperspace Fury, and Terra Blast. Hyperspace Fury is mainly there to help deal with any Glow Kings that show up, because they usually like to run Assault Vest. Hyperspace Fury should two-shot with an E-Belt. Terra Ice is there so that we can get a little bit more defense off of Miyabi's Snow, and just hope that we can make Hoopa pretty hard to kill with a Revenge Killer like Excadrill. And then next up, we have King Chip with a Leftovers, with Will-O-Wisp, Slack Off, Alluring Voice, and Torch Song, especially defensive this week, to go with his Will-O-Wisp to help deal with the physical attackers. Now, Skeledirge is mainly there because of this stupid Iron Valiant. That mon is insane. Even if we can outspeed it, we still have a hard time dealing with it. So, King Chip here, no matter what, should be able to live one and then get off a Willow and then slack off in its face, or Alluring Voice if it tries to set up. Torch Song maybe help get through the rest of the team. Now, we still have a bit of a problem with the Lomomola, but we'll get to that later with Cryogen. But next up, we have our Weakness Policy Double Dance Firefly with Stored Power Aura Sphere. These EVs aren't correct. Hold up. It was, what is it? It's this. It's supposed to be that. Pretend it was always that. I don't know why it was max speed. Those EVs were wrong. These are right. Okay, cool. Double Dance Latias with Stored Power Aura Sphere should be able to sweep through the entirety of his team. And with the Aurora Veil from Miyabi, we should be able to set up perfectly fine to just be able to go on an absolute rampage. Assuming we deal with Glow King. Glow King is a problem, but we have enough checks for that. And then we round out the squad with our heavy-duty boots, Cryogen, with Rapid Spin, Freeze Dry, Flash Cannon, and Recover. Also meant to be super bulky off of Miyabi's Snow, while also dealing out some pretty decent damage with Freeze Dry and Flash Cannon. I just didn't want to bring Regieleki against him. He has a few too many checks to Regieleki, and I needed a spinner to make sure that Telethia didn't get worn down over time. Same with Miyabi. And that is the team for week 2. Now, unfortunately for this week, I was not able to get a recording during the battle, so we are going to have some post-commentary. This should be a rare occurrence, but we're just going to have to deal with it for now. So as we can see, Emperor brought his Valiant, Zarud, Glow King, Kyurem, Excadrill, and Aloma Mola. You saw the Teambuilder, you know what I brought. As we can see, his Terra types is a Terra Dark Zarud. That is his only Terra Captain. Let me crank up the speed here. Lead with Miyabi versus Excadrill. Just get up my Aurora Veil. He can spin. He can do whatever he wants. I'm going to go Latias immediately. He reveals the Brick Break, and I'm now scared. So immediately I go into Skeledirge, and he just hits Earthquake. So this is not a good opening immediately. Go into Telethia, just try to get some damage off on this thing. U-turn out back into Miyabi, hoping he just went for something stupid. This was a really bad play on my part. I am falling apart immediately, but it's fine. We can still bounce back from here. We lose Miyabi, but we still have a few turns of snow. No Aurora Veil, but that's fine. Focus Blast misses, and he is now ×2, so he outspeeds. Iron Head does damage. Focus Blast ends up hitting, but he is Chopple Berry, so he barely survives. Cryogen comes in on the Iron Head. He's just got to be a sacrificial goat. We go into Latias, just trying to set up on this thing. We can still have a late game if we get set up. But he goes for a rapid spin as I get greedy. It's the only way I could have taken out the rest of his team. He just kills Latias there. Hoopa comes in, is able to survive and get the kill, but at this point, it is, as you can see in the chat there. Actually, no, you can't. I covered it, so you can't see my mistakes. Haha. But at this point, the game is pretty much over. Valiant just comes in, kills Hoopa, and Telethia just is not able to pick off 6 Pokemon by himself. Gloking just comes in, eats it, and just slowly but surely will take down Telethia. Yeah. It's, yeah. It was not a great week 2, but it's not something we can't bounce back from. My mental just got wrecked a little too quickly, I think, and I just gotta prevent that from happening in the future. So, don't worry, the Commander and Conquer, we can take 1 loss. We can take 1. We'll get 7 wins, so it's all gonna be fine. But yeah, that's week 2. Sorry it came out a little late, especially since this is a very, very quick battle. But make sure to keep an eye out for week 3, where hopefully it'll go a little better. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.